This is The Real Chat, where we discuss the real.
From relationships to love.
To all around companionship.
I'm LL.
And I am Sunny.
Let's get to chatting.
Because I can tell you now, I ain't going far for everybody. So if I meet somebody, I'm like, that tells me right there, and that's not my person. Now, my person now, I will absolutely go that extra mile for him. Even in the beginning, like, our conversation were good. He's willing to wait. He's very patient, not pressing on the everything else. He was like, I know that's gonna be good. That's literally what he told me. He was like, I know that's gonna be good. Let's talk about what we got going on. Let's talk. Let me learn you. Let me learn this and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. So you confident? I know that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, as you said, you probably don't want somebody up under you 24/7. You get that, and what's real about that is we all have lives. You know, we all got jobs, we have careers, we have things that we're doing. You know, somebody can't just be kicking back at your place Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, but what you will notice, and the respect here is, as those two individuals are growing this relationship, they're also talking about that. Okay, so if they're spending all this time, that's part of the conversation. Because to be real, you know, lovey-dovey romantic stuff, it has its limit. You're going to be talking about real life. So at that same time that you're sharing maybe some intimate things, or you're sharing that time together, watching a movie, you're eating a meal, whatever, they're hanging at the park, you're talking about these things. So I think both sides, but especially men, they're listening. If she's already spending all this time or wanting to be with you all of this time, but she's telling you, you know, we got to go to work on Monday, so your ass got to be out of here Sunday evening. You know, you get that. You know, and then I'll say for me personally, I won't speak for the other man here, but I didn't want a woman that needed to be under me all the time. You know, and I'm not just saying the time that we're together or we're at the house together. But I'm talking about when we're out in public. You know, I can't do that. And I think there are women who feel like that, men who feel like that, but I wanted to be with her. So if we're out, we show up together, but we're both also very personable people. So we're able to go out in the crowd and mingle, you know, talk with our fellow men, women to other women in groups, but also, you know, what I also love in my relationship, I'm able to talk to other women, not in any type of, you know, hook up or romantic, but if I'm in the crowd and we're talking to our friends and women are involved in conversation, or a woman has to say something to me directly about a conversation we're having, my wife has no problem with that at all. She can be right there.
And let me add to that, and that's because you build trust in that
trust.
She trusts you, and unfortunately, a lot of these women out here don't have the leeway to even be like that, because they've been messed up so bad with trust and stuff. And ladies, that goes back to that this man ain't him, because they've already, you need to put in that work to build trust again. And when you get into a relationship, I think it's very important to not categorize the man to where you used to be, because this man could not, you know, the cheating and the trust thing, he didn't do anything to break that in you. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody should have a fair chance. And I get it. You know, a clean slate. I get it. You can have a little anxiety, but I wouldn't put that on him. You know, I'll just give him the chance to prove that he ain't him.